do you think, okay, just broadly speaking, that we evolved, you know, like from pond life after the Big Bang, before the Big Bang, or was it Adam and Eve and then we did wrong, or was it Darwin?
This is, yeah, this is heavy stuff.
I know.
I was,
It is.
No, I was listening to a program the other day about the guy who added up all the dates in the Bible and worked out how old the Earth was.
Does everyone want to sit next to you at dinner parties because you've got such a huge brain?
No, it never. I've almost never been to a dinner party actually because I go.
You shy? You shy?
No, I have to go to theatre all the time, and so it knocks it out. I work in the evenings, go to theatre.
So why are you required to comment on religion?
Well, my first job in journalism was on a Catholic newspaper called The Universe.
Ooh.
And I was a reporter there and a TV critic, and that's how I started. And I was brought up Catholic, so I've always kind of written about that kind of stuff. But this lecture is sort of Bless Me Father, which people here are too young to remember, which was...
Not all of them.
A sitcom in which Arthur Lowe played a Catholic priest.
They look the same, Dawkins and Grayling. What do you think on that? Do you want to run with that?
Do they? Grayling has sort of long, shoulder-length white hair.
Okay.
And Dawkins has quite closely cropped, darker hair.
This is a photograph. It was a Google. And what I'd like to ask you is, have you ever shoplifted?
No. Although...
I knew there was something of the night about you, yes.
Yeah. I keep thinking I can see Jesus in the audience, but is that...
There is somebody who's a looky-likey. Jesus, could you stand up, please? Ladies and gentlemen, we have got Jesus. He's come to bless. He's come to bless. Well spotted.
I thought it was a stress-related hallucination, but it is him.
No, he's there. He's manifested with
John,
goodness.
get Dawkins in here.
But do you have a need to go, this ain't right, I sniffed something?
I always think there's something, any story, there's something underneath that the world doesn't want to know. That's my philosophy.
But
really.
How do you
it's
know?
to expose that.
How do you have
instinct,
that?
Instinct. You have a smell for these things. And you're certain characters in this world, you know they're not what they're cracked up to be. And therefore it's, the job of people like me to explore them, expose them. Sometimes we get it wrong. Most of the time we get it right, I think.
Oh, yeah, totally.
But you must face this a lot, though, this question of the human cost to people. I mean, do you get confronted with that? I mean, do you fear, suppose X might kill themselves, their children might be, whatever. Do you worry about all that?
What about, we're talking about Jeffrey Archer, aren't we?
Well, he hasn't killed himself yet, has he?
Did he go to prison because of you? And this is not accusatory.
No, actually, that story, I totally... Well... no, it was actually not me. It was the News of the World, I'm afraid to say, that exposed him on that one.
On the cover of this particular book, and we're going to talk about Mark's books, so I don't want you getting jealous because you're both like oracles to me in my world. But on the cover of the Jeffrey Archer book, the Sunday Times says it's excellent, and then Jeffrey Archer's quoted as saying, "I hate this book."
That's right.
I don't know why.
There was a friend of mine who went up to him at a public meeting and tried to get him to sign my book. He said, "I'm not going to sign this book. I hate this book." So the friend toddled back to me and said, "That's what he said," and so I immediately insisted it be put on the next cover.
Brilliant.